I've got the sea out there. I'm camped up. Simple beans, plenty of water, and rations, and some crisps there as well. They're expecting a storm, but I don't know. I might have to put that a bit lower later on if it does. Drop it down. But at the minute, it's just pinned back. Not the best configuration, but not the worst either. Actually, it's quite good because I can see all around me. Epic little bit of woodland. I think. And I found some flint as well. Natural flint. Look at this. Fantastic. Really cool. Natural flint. There we go. So I hope that's an aircraft because I heard a bit of roll there. I don't know if that's the thunder. It is being expected. It's been trying all this time, hasn't it? It could be thunder. Well, if it is, just in the nick of time. Let's get some food. Sausage and beans today. Not messing about, I'm hungry. These bags have been splitting. I've had shoes in it. All kinds of stuff. However, that's not too bad. But this is going to become the bin bag. The other bag there, I've got no hope. So, I have got a bin bag. But it just means I'm going to have to put my shoes in. My boots, which I've took as well with me. As a separate entity. I'll figure it out. Either way, I don't want to leave rubbish behind. There is, as usual, there's a blooming fireplace over there where people have left barbecues and you know, the normal shit. Yeah, that. Yep, it's all been there. Dinner was nice. Food's a whole. Basic. But it had a function. Really going to cook gourmet. You know, when I'm on the move. So, this is my last night in here. Well, at Suffolk and Norfolk. Well, obviously now I'm in Suffolk. So I'm going to make the most of it. I'm going to chill out. Then I've got to head to Bury St Edmunds. And then home. But we're going to... Anyway, this is the last night. So I'm going to make the best of it. I'm going to chill out. And I'm going to watch the sea. Get out there. And just wind down. Why not? So just over there washing my pots. And this guy came here and he's biting his tent. He's looking at the sea view. And I've told him I'm sorry if I'm a bit loud with my YouTube. He seemed alright with it. So I've told him on YouTube, you know, I do YouTube. And I've come here for a bit of peace, but I'm on holiday. So nothing's going to spoil my holiday. And he seemed alright. And it's everybody's woodland, so I was here first, but it's everybody's woodland. Nah, it's everybody's woodland. Nice looking tent this is. And yeah. You're local, mate?
Yeah, just up the road.
You see, so he knows the woodland, I don't. But there we go. Great minds think alike. When you've got the sea, what you need. And the day, as I say, I did tell you that I haven't seen the sea properly for I don't know how many years. Apart from when we were at Great Yarmouth yesterday and today. But we're talking before now. But that's a pretty cracking tent, that. Some good standard, good guy ropes and all. Yeah, it'll be alright. You'll be fine with that. Great debate though. Guy ropes or guy lines? I've always called them guy ropes. You might have called them guy lines. You know, tomato and all that business. But to me, they're guy ropes. Look at the sea. Epic. I think there's another fire over that way. So, little community here. But they're further away than us, so they're out of the way. The guy with the tent that was on about earlier on, he's got a cracking bit of kit here, look. And what was it, like 20 odd quid or something like that?
Yeah.
And it's just a simple twig stove. He's got a lovely bit of stew in there and potatoes. But we can get away with it tonight. Big thanks to Cameron, Urban Survival guys. Fantastic. I had a cracking time today. What a magic man. You haven't seen his Instagram account and you're on Instagram, please check him out. He's a really cracking bloke. And he showed me all lower stuff. And kids have just walked through camp. It's their area, but I don't want any trouble. I don't think they will. I just think they'll just come out. They're over that direction at the minute. And he's chilling out by the look of it, so should be no hassle. Morning guys. So I'm going to head for Bury at some point today. This is my last night of the holiday. Now, it finally happened. It rained last night, if you can call it that, but it was definitely cooler. Look about the selfie here. So I've gone for like a low, well not low profile. The reason I've given it a little bit more height is, I mean, if it was really coming in, that from there would be dropped down. But I gave it a little bit more height, so I've got some admin space there, and also to stop the condensation, because there's nothing worse than having that right in front of your face. I've done it many times before, and I try and avoid it if I can help it. And it's nice to have that little sit-up space. There's not a lot of sit-up space, but you get my point. And angle of attack, and it worked fantastic. What I mean by angle of attack is angle of attack from the rain. So the rain hit this yesterday, and it literally came, it must have just slipped down. So I've got it lovely and tight there, and I pushed a little bit under the underneath, and the rain just literally fell off. So all in all, that, my friends, is very, very successful. It's just a new idea based on probably an old practical one, but the idea as well is could look out and see the sea over there. And to say, this is the first time I've had a camp looking at a sea view. So we're going to talk about this in a minute, but that is pretty epic. And this, I know people who live by the sea not appreciate what it's like, but I literally, you could literally, well I say I literally, you could hear the waves at night, so soothing, but also felt a little bit weird and unusual because I'm not used to it, but it was really good. So there's a boat out there at the minute. Don't know if you can mount that up. Don't know if you can see that. Yeah, Bailey faintly on through the camera in the background. So there were dog walkers walking along here or yesterday, all along this area, and there's people walking with the dogs there. I've had a dog come into camp this morning. Have you heard that one before? I've had a dog coming into camp this morning. Why? Why on my camp? So I always get a dog that goes to my camp. It just doesn't, you know, everywhere I go there's a dog. Looks like somebody's either been in the sea. Looks like somebody's either been in the sea or they're just walking down the coastline. I think they're just walking and paddling. And the beach is pretty damn stunning. See all these, like, I think somebody was telling me that there's a reason why they have those out to sea. I think it's to break the waves up. And I might have got it wrong, or it's something to do with the fishing. I was told, but maybe you could tell me in the comments. Yeah, there's a guy having a swim. He's going for it. Sorry about the wind, but you've got to appreciate we are by the sea at the end of the day. And these are Second World War pillboxes that would defend the coast in case there was a Nazi invasion. So if the Germans came from the beaches, that's what that was for.
Sorry.
Alright. So, from what I understand it, this one was actually for air battery. So obviously it had the mechanism there. But might be wrong, but this is what I've been told, that this was to do with the air battery one. So they could shoot out to sea and in the air. Pretty damn cool. And should an invasion come, they were expecting people to come up this beach. Now, unexpected surprise once they got up here. Show you though just before I do. Entrance is in there. So, they would have imagined the Germans are coming up this area here, trying to take out British troops and the Home Guard, which is what we would have had. And they've been infected by an unexpected surprise. Where you've got a pillbox with machine gun areas. Pretty cool. We'll see if we can get inside it. I don't think that's been done loads and loads of times. There's a lot of rubbish around here. Not impressed with that. Sorry guys. Must do better, eh? So I'm not going to stay in line long because probably not the best. So dark in here. There we go. There's litter everywhere. But machine guns, stations every side, and sat there and can you imagine? Yeah, everywhere. Maybe here. Pretty cool in there, isn't it? It's not as dirty as I thought it'd be, to be. There is litter, but I thought this would be really, really bad, but it ain't that bad, really. Well, look, I was happy I could get inside that one. I didn't want to go inside the other one. I know. I can imagine a lot of people have kipped in those. It's those sort of places you've got to be careful because there could be, you know, syringes and yeah, all kinds of nasties. And I don't really want to end up with hepatitis B or something nasty. So, we'll give that a miss. with that in mind, I'm going to get coffee. I'm going to have a bit of time to myself. Just going to get up here a minute. And take a morning photo. Catch you in a bit. So, we're back in Bury St Edmunds again. Back in Bury. It's as quiet as when I came actually on Sunday. But then again, it might be busy in the town. So, I'm going to try and see if I can see the Abbey, if I've got time. But it's a wind down ready for home. We'll see what we can do. I'm going to try and see what I can do for you, okay? So, these are the gateways to the old Abbey. And I'll tell you a little bit more about it inside. So apparently, according to that, it was one of the largest, most powerful abbeys in the country. And it's ruined, which will be explained in a minute. So what it was, is a situation, is the abbey was erected here, and it was a very, very powerful abbey of the country, and a lot of the people in the abbey were so powerful that a lot of the townsfolk were not happy about the way the power was taken and the way the people of the church kind of took over. So there was a little bit of a revolt at times in this town, so I understand it. I don't know the whole history of that, but this is what I've read up, so just take it. I'm not a historian, take it for a little bit of pinch of salt, but this is what I understand. And also, the reason the Abbey is a ruin is it comes to the time of Henry VIII again, where the dissolution of all the churches, or the Abbey so to speak, where he wanted to revolt against the Catholics and basically wanted to get married, and the Church of Rome said that wasn't possible. So he disillusioned all the churches, which leads me back to one of my videos in York, because York, it had the same sort of situation. A lot of the abbeys were like this, so that's why it's a bit of a mess. Well, that's why, not a mess, it looks fantastic, that archway, but that's why it's in a little bit of a situation. So the gardens are free, so we're going to have a quick walk around. I'm not going to spend too much time, I'm just going to show you some pictures, and let's go on with it. This is something to do with the Holocaust. So, you know, commemorate the Jews on, and apparently the 27th of January. I don't know a lot about it. I've come to sit down, just have a bit of a rest and explain. So this abbey, so I understand it, originally there was a monastery here, and what happened is when Canute the Viking came over, he decided to build an actual abbey instead on these grounds. That looks pretty impressive, doesn't it? That ruin. Right, let's talk about this one. Now, this relates back to my town and Lincoln. Remember I was talking about King John in Newark and his last night. If you don't know that, watch my video. His last night on this earth, when he died of dysentery in Newark Castle. Well, the Magna Carta in Bury St Edmunds is they drew up the Magna Carta. The Magna Carta, a set of rules which you can look at in Lincoln actually. I don't know if it's the original one, I'm sure it's the original in Lincoln, might be the replica, but I'll have to look that up. I'm about doing something in Lincoln sometime, so we'll have to look that one up. But basically, what they did, and the plaque was trying to say, what they did is they drew up the rules in Bury to present to the king their demands, because what it was is the king, he basically, the reason the Magna Carta was made is because he decided that he would be the be-all and end-all and explain to everybody. He wanted to have the taxation and the way and spend money how he wanted, and the barons They wanted to spend it how they wanted. And also, he was very much of a miser. And a miser meaning he took all the money himself. So, basically, the barons had a set demand, hence the Magna Carta. And that's still, some of the rules of the Magna Carta still live on today. And it all started in this town of Bury St Edmunds. So officially, Britain's smallest pub, isn't it, sir?
Yes, officially.
Yeah, apparently. So there we go. So, quite cool. Bit of memorabilia about as well, so.
Oh, that junk.
Oh, is it junk? So, yeah. I'm in Britain's smallest pub, officially.
And you've seen all of it now.
I've seen all of it now. So, guys, I'm very tired now. I'm running, onto a schedule. So, I've just shown you a little bit of this area. I've had a terrific time in Suffolk and in Norfolk as well, because we touched in Norfolk. And the history's been magical. A lot of it links back to my town as well, which is something I didn't know till I read up about it. Fantastic, and it was absolutely amazing. So if you like my content or you want to watch more of my content, please ring the bell, please subscribe. I'm always bringing up new things. I'm always working hard on it because I have an interest and I'd like to share it with you guys. And it's a bit of a hobby of mine doing YouTube, so why not contribute? Go and watch some other videos. I've got some on Newark that relates. I've got some on York, but the York's a bit of a funny one. So, because I just having a wander around and a bit of a tour, but I did do a little bit of history there. Anyway, I'm waffling away. I'm very tired. Thank you very much for watching New Camping Man, Andy.